Everyone, Tony Dragon here. And before I go see Finding Dory, I already did the honest trailer for how Finding Nemo, and they brought some good points that I kind of agreed with already, even before I watched it. The beginning was just really sad and tragic, and Dory was not annoying or obnoxious in any way, at least not for me. It could have been a lot worse. At least that's my opinion. But yeah, I still love the film. Like I said before in that reaction, my favorite part was Nemo hearing about the adventures of his father. Of his father going through the ocean and encountering all these obstacles and all these threats, and still continuing on. He's trucking along thinking, like, it's my son. I love my son. I need to go find him. I need to, do whatever I can to bring him back home safe and sound. And it's such a touching story because you hardly ever hear a story about a father going through so much for his son. A father-son kind of movie is very hard to find. At least one that really touches the heart like this. I think the only one I remember that came, that was very similar in how much it affected me emotionally was, what was it called? The Road to Happiness? Yeah, it involved Will Smith and his son. And it was such a touching story. It was back when I'm forgetting his name. Will Smith's son. Back before, he got this reputation as a bad actor or an annoying, guy on Twitter, posting the stupid questions. Back when he was likable. But that movie, that was so good. I loved it. And Finding Nemo also gave me the same emotional impact. I really just loved it. So yeah, how Finding Nemo should have ended. Yeah, there are moments where I thought, like, why didn't they do this or do that? So we'll see if how it should have ended guys, come up with the same ideas. So yeah, here we go. Starting the video on 3, 2, 1.
Come on, Nemo. Let's get you home. I actually have no idea how we got here. Dory, do you?
Oh, hi! You must be Greedo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not far.
What do you mean? Weren't you paying attention to how you got here?
Sure, we rode the EXC for a while, but we literally passed out a couple times before that. Who knows what happened while we were inside that whale?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Do you have an address?
Yeah, it's an anemone. In the ocean.
An enemy in the ocean. An enemy in the ocean. I'm gonna remember that.
Okay. Nobody panic. We just need to retrace our steps.
I go back to the blowhole.
Wrong way, dude. We know. Wrong movie.
Sebastian.
Wrong universe.
Screw you, Aquaman. I do what I want. Okay, now we're gonna find a jellyfish.
It's hopeless.
Maybe we just go back to Sydney. I got friends there.
No, they're dead.
What? Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh, thank goodness. You scared me for a second.
But seriously, we're moments from dying.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I think that was the only thing they could bring up. So it's like, how would they even get home?
Subscribe! Oh, hi! I'm Dory, by the way. Hey, Dory. You guys want to be in my sequel? Get it? Sequel?
Ah.
I know. Maybe it'll be a trilogy.
Oh, come on.
I see what you did there.
Alright. Yeah, so yeah, they only really brought up, well, maybe 2 points. The fact that they were stuck in the plastic bags, which they would have eventually died in there. You know, no food. So yeah, that was something. Like, how did they get out? Because I think I remember reading a comic where they were already out and now living in amongst the neighborhood with Marlin and Nemo and stuff like that. So which was weird, but I didn't question it. And of course, the obvious one: how would they get back home? Because they did pass out a couple times. Or inside of a whale, so they didn't know where they were going. So, yeah. Like, what the hell? Like, where are they gonna go? How are they gonna get back home? It's just one of those things, like, you finally found Nemo, so we're just gonna magically teleport back home and have it be like a happy ending. But realistically, how would you get back home? It's the ocean. There's no directions, no roads, no nothing. I mean, I guess you can ask a couple of fish, but there's no guarantee that those fish will actually know the ocean that well. It's like asking someone who's only ever lived in one state how to get all the way back to California, and he's just like, I don't know, I've only ever lived in this one state. Ask me how to get downtown, I can tell you, but how to get to another state, especially one across the country, I have no fucking idea. Unless you like found like a well-traveled person or well-traveled fish that explored so much of the ocean they can tell you how to get back home, you're out of luck. So, yeah. For the fact that Lee brought up two, like, probably says like there wasn't too many plot holes they can attack, which, again, when I think about it, yeah, honest trailers themselves also, didn't really have much to bash on or make fun of in terms of the movie. They just brought up the point that, it was very tragic and very sad beginning, that they thought Dory was obnoxious and annoying, which I kind of disagree with. I just say, is like, yeah, at times she could be kind of overwhelming, but it could have been worse. I've seen worse. She wasn't that bad. And, yeah. I mean, it was still a great movie. I love it. I love the hell out of it. So, what do I think about Finding Dory? I don't know. I don't really know. Frankly, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Some people would like to say it might sound something similar to Cars 2 in terms of changing the focus to the sidekick, and that was the worst idea ever because sidekick is annoying in large intervals rather than short bursts of jokes here and there. But some people are hoping it might be like Toy Story 2 in terms of finding out more about Dory and some kind of tragic past and some reasoning behind her amnesia or short-term memory. Something like similar to PTSD. Maybe she had a traumatic event and that's why she keeps forgetting, because she wants to forget those moments, which could turn into a very good story. I don't know how that's gonna work, if that's gonna work, but yeah, we'll see. I plan on go seeing the movie soon, so I'll see for myself what happens, and I'll probably do a review for it. So, yeah. Next time I see you guys will probably be for another How It Should Have Ended, or if you're here for Finding Nemo, then for my Finding Dory review, if I ever make one. So, yeah. Until then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye-bye.